Good morning. This is Ronald Allen, Managing Change. As you know, most Sundays, our discussion is framed around reflection. Reflection because in many cases, it's the end of a long week, 6 days. Reflection because it's a punctuation, a full stop that we can create, that I have decided to create, where I think back. It's a way of taking my resolution for the whole year and every week taking incremental reflection, review, analysis, diagnose, and see what have I accomplished, what was I not able to, why, what do I need to do to align my behavior, my thoughts, my actions, both with my family, myself, of course, and with what I'm doing. Today's discussion is retreat. And as we are going through a very significant challenge in our own family, I'm using this as a way, again, of identifying what else can we do. I'm always looking for resources. I'm always looking for potential, not just the solution, rather the process. And I have some really great collateral here. I think it's great. That can help us. So let's kind of start off with a definition. I'm going to give you this. This is a prose that I've been fortunate to have given to me by Miriam, my wife, and who I read from time to time because it's on the wall in my office upstairs. And I think you'll find that even when you hear it the first time, like when you see these posts on the different social media sites, you read it and say, wow, great, wonderful, and then we put it to the side. I'm a true believer that you should read, reread. Over time, things have different meanings. Over time, there's a sensitivity. I didn't understand, I didn't quite get it, I didn't hear it, I heard, wasn't listening. So there are grades to our ability to comprehend, be able to adapt, use, execute. As you know, action is everything. And then upon the feedback we get from our actions, we adjust. So allow me just to read off on this. And it's entitled, Don't Quit. And many of you may know this. I bet that you may know it, but how top of mind is it for you? How top of mind do you use it when you're in a pinch? We've got a game going in Philadelphia this afternoon. Do they use this mindset, mentality when it's required the most? When you're under fire, right? You know the expression, metal is forged under fire. Your character is forged when you are under fire. I apologize, I shouldn't be pointing. So, don't quit. When things go wrong, as they sometimes will, when the road you're trudging seems all uphill, when the funds are low and the debts are high, and you want to smile, but you have to sigh. When care is pressing you down a bit, rest if you must, but don't you quit. Life is queer with its twists and turns, as every one of us sometimes learns. And many a failure turns about when we might have won had we stuck it out. Don't give up, though the pace seems slow. You may succeed with another blow. Success is failure turned inside out. It's the silver tint of the clouds of doubt. And you can never tell how close we are. It may be near when it seems so far. So stick to the fight when your heart is hit. It's when things seem worst that we do not quit. And you'll notice I use the first person. I know in resume writing, for example, we always use he or she. How archaic, how distancing ourselves from the actual results, the work, the passion, the energy, the effort that we put out. Same thing with this. Make it our own. You heard the expression, own it. Repeat it. Do it, as they say. Just do it. So let's take that information and let's make it real in our lives. What are you going through? What challenges are you going through? Cancer, divorce, loss of a child, a long duration of time that you've been in the quagmire, in the muck, in a funk. Are you giving yourself some time? Unfortunately, in our society, we retreat in. You're still a human being. You still have value. You still have assets. You still have a perspective. You still have to get up in the morning. Many of us don't feel that we should or want to or face the world when we're going through these challenges. It's precisely at this point that your fermentation of character comes about.